A group consisting of civil society and non-government organizations on Thursday marched up at the entrance of Parliament wearing red shirts and wielding placards which suggest that they are not in support of taxes imposed on sanitary pads by the government. Subsequently, the group petitioned Parliament urging the House to take steps in ensuring that the taxes are scrapped.
This is about the taxes on sanitary pads. We are saying that it needs to go away. We can't continue something as basic and, humanity at its core, at its base, like periods. I mean, of all the natural things there are, this is the most natural. You can talk about condoms. I've heard arguments about condoms. Somebody can choose to use a condom or not. I've heard people talk about giving birth, childbirth. I'm like, you can choose to have a child or not. When it comes to periods, I mean, as a female, as soon as you hit a certain age, whether you want to or you don't want to, you will have your periods. There's no choice here. It just is that natural. So, I mean, taxing sanitary pads at best is unconscionable. It's something that should not happen. And we are not just talking taxes, we are talking luxury taxes. I mean, what is luxury about wanting to manage your period? All of us have sent petitions and things like that over time. Nothing has happened with them. Today we are here, representatives, to show our displeasure. If nothing is done, we will keep demonstrating and we will come back in our numbers.
Reacting to the petition on the floor of Parliament, the Speaker, Alban Bagbin, said the imposition of taxes on sanitary pads was a cardinal sin.
I just had to suspend the House because we had a group picketing outside, and I invited the leadership, and the issue they raised was a very serious issue. My attention was drawn to it already. Why should we, as members, honorable member, why should we pass a law imposing tax on sanitary pads? This is unconscionable. It's a cardinal sin. The House shouldn't have allowed it at all. This House shouldn't have allowed it. You know the impact of that law on the human resource development and on the development of this country. It's immeasurable. That is why I suspended sitting and had to attend to them. I have a copy of the petition, and we have to take immediate action to prevent whoever is the minister proposing that thing to take it off. The next budget, it must not appear, it cannot be a tax. Please, I take a very serious view on this matter.
In a statement on the floor of Parliament, the Minority Chief Whip Gavins Agboja urged the House to summon the Minister for Works and Housing to appear before the House and apprise legislators on measures being taken by the government to address perennial flooding in Accra.
The news reports suggest that a lady and two of her kids are currently missing since yesterday. I take the opportunity to commend the agencies still working to hopefully find them alive. We are also aware that some people are injured and lots of properties have been damaged. Mr. Speaker, we want to take the opportunity to commiserate with our colleague, Honorable Sly Tete, who is a member of Parliament from that area. I suspect he's within the area now trying to do whatever he can do as a member of Parliament to help his people. We also understand that areas like parts of Ofankor and Ashalaja, some areas have been cut off completely because of the flooding. And Mr. Speaker, the rains have just started. The Wager Dam is yet even to be spilled. And this calls for this House to probably call upon our respected colleague, the Minister responsible for Works and Housing, to apprise the House as to what steps he is taking to avert further damage and loss of life. Mr. Speaker, you yourself have been credited in the past for being a minister when you were the Works and Housing Minister, for spearheading aggressive desilting of our major drains in Accra. We are told currently that for the past 3 years, there hasn't been any major desilting of the major drains in Accra. And that is why I feel it is very important for the minister to apprise us.
More often than not, it occurs, the matters occur, and then we tend to call on Speaker, your good self, to make a referral, or rather expect the minister, the sector minister, to be called upon the House to apprise the House. And so what? It's high time we got our committee leaders also get a bit proactive. These disasters have been occurring, I mean sparingly, but it's been occurring in various places. We expected the Committee on Works and Housing to at least by now start visiting some of these places and also coming to brief the House. For us to wait until the disaster occurs before we come and be calling on the minister to come and apprise us, it's so unfortunate. But be it as it may, Speaker, I want to support my colleague on the call.
Minister responsible for Works and Housing be programmed by the Business Committee to appear before the House together with the Minister for Finance and to give us a brief on action being taken to make this a thing of the past. And so we expect that latest before the end of next week, these ministers should appear before us. If the substantive minister is not there, there is a minister of state at the Ministry of Finance who could come to represent him. I was informed that the substantive minister is traveled, but in case he's not available, the other minister could come to represent him. Honorable members, this is a very important subject matter, and I believe that one of the ways we could support national leadership to find solution is for us to pass the Budget Act. Honorable members, it's a very important subject matter. Because since I entered Parliament in 1993, we've had so many statements of this nature almost every year. And we are not finding solutions to the problem. And I think it starts from the priority setting. Priority setting. And Parliament must be involved.
Reporting from Parliament, my name is Ni Ayikwe Okain for Citi News.